They got there just in the nick of time to save him, right? He got saved. And I was, I can't help but think if they'd have got there 5 more minutes, 2 more minutes, I don't know, would she have been saved?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories. Robin Simpson, 49, was a devoted wife and mother. She grew up in Philadelphia, surrounded by loving family and friends. Later on in life, she moved to Houston, Texas for a new scenery. She worked as a social worker to provide for her family. She also was a Delta sorority sister. According to her family and friends, Robin was a genuine person, very forgiving, and her smile could light up a room. Robin was married to Michael Simpson Jr., 58, who she was in love with at one point. During their 12 years of marriage, they had a precious daughter together. Things were going good until Michael had lost his job over the summer and didn't tell his wife. Once she found out, Michael became angry and aggressive. Sadly, on November 1st, 2023, after Robin had called 911 for help, Michael would do the unthinkable and she wouldn't be able to celebrate her 50th birthday. A husband accused of fatally stabbing his wife before attempting to kill himself at a Sunnyside home in Houston early Wednesday morning has been arrested and charged, according to the reports. Michael Simpson, 58, was charged with murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in the state district court. A booking photo of Simpson, who is hospitalized, is not available at this time. HPD patrol officers responded to a disturbance call at a residence located in the 1200 block at around 4 or 5 p.m. Officers say they were informed Simpson was stabbing the victim, which was his wife. When authorities arrived, they went around to the back of the house and saw a small child running towards the front door. The child told officers that daddy was stabbing mommy. Police located the victim unresponsive inside the residence. They also reportedly found the suspect suffering from severe self-inflicted injuries. Houston Fire Department paramedics pronounced the victim dead at the scene. Simpson was transported to an area hospital where HPD said he remains in custody.
A family is searching for answers after a mother's violent murder earlier this week. Investigators say her husband stabbed her to death. Now the victim's family is questioning the response time of the police. ABC 13's Alex Bazarjian has the latest.
The family wants to know how long it took police to show up after the victim called 911. We did go to HPD for those answers, but what I can tell you is an officer on scene told us that they didn't go into that home until the 8-year-old girl came out and said, "Daddy is stabbing mommy." Not stabbed, but actively stabbing.
When I knew he couldn't stab me, Auntie, I ran.
A conversation Michelle Martin says she never thought she'd be having with an 8-year-old child she calls her adopted niece. The child's mother, Robin Simpson, is Martin's longtime best friend. On Wednesday, HPD responded to Robin's house around 4 a.m. She called 911, saying her husband was threatening her and their 8-year-old daughter with a knife.
He could have just left. He could have just left. And to think that was the last thing that my friend saw. She was terrorized to death, literally.
Police say Robin died on scene from stab wounds. Her husband, Michael Simpson Jr., is now charged for her. He was also charged with aggravated assault for threatening their 8-year-old daughter. Simpson, according to police, also stabbed himself and survived. He's now out of the hospital and in jail. Martin wants to know what went down between the time Robin called police and when officers actually showed up.
They got there just in the nick of time to save him, right? He got saved. And I was, I can't help but think if they'd have got there 5 more minutes, 2 more minutes, I don't know, would she have been saved?
Martin says Robin told her Simpson began to spiral after losing his job over the summer, something he allegedly kept from Robin. Last weekend, Martin says Robin told her Simpson was having thoughts.
It wasn't anything that had gone on during the 12 years of the marriage. There was no history of abuse, physical abuse?
No physical abuse, no.
Robin was just 49 years old and Simpson is 58 years old. Martin says Robin was a social worker, a dedicated mother, and her 50th birthday was coming up. Martin was planning to fly in from Philadelphia and bring a special tiara for her big day.
We're still going to give her a birthday party after her services. We're still going to celebrate her because I firmly believe that that's what she would want.
HPD tells us that we have to put in a request for those 911 calls, so we're still waiting on a response to that. But Martin says they plan to fly Robin back home to Philly to lay her to rest.
After consulting with the Harris County District Attorney's Office, Simpson was charged for his alleged role in the stabbing and taken into custody Wednesday. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinion on this story. Very sad situation that this 8-year-old daughter had to witness her mother being stabbed by her father. Is very sad. This man was very angry because he had lost his job and he decided to take it out on his family, which was wrong. He lost his job due to he couldn't control his anger and he was putting more stress on his wife. Now she had to take up his slack because he was no longer working. Not only did he threaten to hurt the wife, he also threatened to hurt his 8-year-old daughter. That's how evil he was. If you can't sit down and tell your wife the truth that you lost your job, then there's no telling what else that he had kept from the marriage. Communication is the key. This woman did not deserve to die. She was about to celebrate her 50th birthday, but now she can't. Ladies, please pay attention to the red flags, know your worth, and be safe. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. I will continue to keep my thoughts and prayer with the family, and I will see y'all in my next video.